I wasn't scheduled to speak, but there was a story that Thepo told me, and it was about he and the Dalai Lama. I thought it would be appropriate to share it tonight. He told me that, well, many of you, some of you don't know, that when Thepo was 5 years old, he came over the Himalayas with the Dalai Lama to escape the Chinese. And he never mentioned that he was scared at the time, but I'm sure he was as a little 5-year-old, and they were escaping for their lives. Well, Thepo made a decision that he was going to take his robe off and no longer become a monk, no longer be a monk. And he had to go and tell the Dalai Lama this. And he said he was never so scared in his life. And I may be telling this story wrong, but this is how I remember it. So take that for what it is. But he was very scared. He had to go before the Dalai Lama and say, hey, I'm no longer going to be a monk. And he said he got in front of the Dalai Lama, and he told the Dalai Lama. And the Dalai Lama said, well, that's okay. You don't have to be a monk. Thepo's like, I don't? That's okay? And he said, oh, yeah, no problem. He said, but you still have to do the work. And I think we've seen that he's doing that, and he has spent his life doing the work. My wife and I have started a GoFundMe for him and for his retirement. Everybody has talked about how great it is, all the work he does for the community and the Tibetan cause, and all his teachings that he shares. And that's great, but it's not enough for him to quit his day job. And eventually, he's going to want to have some time to maybe devote more to doing this work and maybe a little relaxation. And so we're trying to help him raise money for his eventual retirement. I'm not trying to push you out of your job. I know you love it. He loves where he works. He talks about it all the time. But you can go to GoFundMe and look up Thepo Tulku and donate, share, pass it on. Thank you.
Now let's do the cake. Stan did a good story about my story, and make it a little bit into a Dalai Lama. Mainly I want to be hippie Lama, that's why I will take the one. During that time, a lot of hippies in Dharamsala. I became with a good friend of hippies, so I became a hippie Lama. And the Tibetans, they don't call me hippie, they pronounce it a little differently, so they call me Happy Lama. So I became Happy Lama. Thank you very much. And let's celebrate his Dalai Lama's birthday cake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, your His Holiness. Happy birthday to you. May your His Holiness live long, live for the Mother Sentient Being and the world peace. Thank you. Thank you very much.